Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and it's the perfect time to talk about dating trends for 2024. Joining us now to share the latest dating trends is relationship expert with Bumble, Shan Budram. Shan, how are you this morning?
I am doing great. It's my month. It's my day. I'm chatting with you. What could be wrong?
Well, you're the perfect person to give us some of those top dating trends for 2024. So, what are they?
Yes, I think people really enjoy the fact that the top trend that Bumble has identified is that there really are no trends this year. It's the year of self. People are defining what love looks like for them, and they're doing it based on their own value system and their own timeline. So they're rejecting the timeline of you got to get married or do this and that by this age, and instead going by what feels right for them. They're very clear about what they are looking for in their romantic lives. And over half of people are looking for a serious relationship, but the forms and packages that they come in can be different. And again, people aren't rushing to get to a certain destination in the end. It's about intuitively knowing what's best for self and being curious about what is best for somebody else as well, which I love about this trend. It's not just saying that it's all about me this year. It's saying it's all about me and it's all about you. And if that aligns and overlaps, then let's have a connection together.
Well, that's an interesting way of things shaping up for 2024, which leads me interestingly into my next question, which is, do you have any advice for navigating Valentine's Day this year with all that in mind?
Yes, lean into the trend that it's a year for self. Be unapologetic about how you celebrate Valentine's Day and how you want to be spending that day. And frankly, how much you want to spend on that day, right? Like you can be honest about that. We are around the corner from Valentine's Day, but we also have enough time right now to set the stage and manage expectations with people. So if you are romantically connected with somebody, whether you are together for 45 years or you've only been on 4 dates or no dates so far, you can just simply ask the question, hey, what are our plans for Valentine's Day? What are your plans for Valentine's Day? Do you want to spend it together? And you can also be candid and say, how much money do we want to spend? Some couples are actually putting a cap and saying it's a $25 limit. So we're talking about a book, or we're talking about an ornament or something quirky or a card game. It doesn't have to be a Maserati, as someone else joked with me this morning, or a fancy bouquet of flowers, especially because that may not be meaningful for that person.
I also love that advice too, because, there are a lot of people who would try and surprise someone and maybe that person doesn't want a surprise. Maybe it should be something shared as any part of any relationship where people communicate and discuss what's best for both parties.
Yeah, and we love the surprise, but we don't talk about what's on the other side of it because it's lovely to be surprised at work with like an extravagant display of affection. But if you're surprised, that means that you probably didn't plan to do something reciprocal for the other person. Like if you didn't expect this to happen, you probably haven't given that person an equal display of affection. And let's not forget that Valentine's Day is genderless. It's not one gender's day to be celebrating, the other gender's day to, spend all the money. It's both people who have an obligation to show up for each other in a way that feels comfortable for both people. It's a day to celebrate love. And it's important, the key to a good relationship is communication. So the key to a good Valentine's Day is also communication.
As we're moving into 2024, hitting February now, this could be a time for someone just re-entering the dating scene or someone who needs to change things up. So could you share some tips for best practices that can help people navigating the dating scene in 2024?
Yes. One, lean into the trend, the year of self. Really ask yourself, how do you want to feel rather than what do you want to have? I think in the past, we're like, what are the check boxes that we have to have? The person has to be this, that, and the third. They have to make this much money. Instead, okay, think about how you want to feel in a good romantic connection. You want to feel safe, celebrated, funny, sexy, whatever it is. Identify those and lead with that as you go into dating. Also set yourself up, if you are on dating apps, specifically Bumble, for success. So the insider tip I can give you is that Mondays from 7 to 8 p.m. is a peak time to be online. And in terms of times of year, we're actually in the sweet spot right now between New Year's Eve and Valentine's Day. There's never a bad time to look for love, but now is definitely one of the best times to do so. And then lastly, use the features that these apps are rolling out because they're doing it with you in mind. So take advantage of them. Compliments is a feature that I really, really love. In essence, traditionally on online dating, we can't talk until we both say yes to each other. We both swipe right on each other, so to speak. Now with compliments, you can reach out and say something kind to somebody before the swipe, which is genuinely how we meet people in real life. And bringing that human experience into the technological world is definitely really additive.
Shan, thank you for your time this morning. Great chatting with you. And guys, if you want some more information, just head to bumble.com.